Thank you for inviting me to speak at the World New Energy Vehicles Conference in Hainan, China. Last month, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, made it clear that climate change is here now and it's getting worse faster. As we look to a world that is warmer than we've ever known, to a world where sea levels are rising, and to a world where the air quality continues to worsen, your leadership is important and imperative for the future of humanity. And why? Because how we manage the global vehicle fleet is a critical piece of the climate solution. The global vehicle fleet is expected to double by 2050. Emissions from the transport sector are expected to contribute 1/3 of energy-related climate emissions by 2050. This is growing faster than any other sector. So we need to see rapid and immediate change in this sector because we know that every ton of CO2 adds to global warming. The IPCC has said that all new vehicles worldwide need to be zero-emission vehicles by 2035 to meet the Paris climate targets. So as you think of growing your markets, allow me to share 4 key priorities that I hope will drive your ambition forward. First, the 1 billion extra vehicles expected to be added to the global vehicle fleet by 2050 must be clean and ultimately be zero-emission vehicles. The window of opportunity to do this is still open. The next 5 to 10 years is when you can radically break with business as usual and move to sustainable zero-emissions mobility. Those that read the signs first and move swiftly will be those that succeed. And second, the focus on supporting the mobility transition in developing and middle-income countries is critical because the shift to electric mobility remains largely limited to high-income countries, with the exception of China, which is a global leader in this move and is therefore a fitting host of this event, one of the world's largest global gatherings on electric mobility. UNEP is working in more than 50 countries, providing technical support, tools and policies, and enabling infrastructure so that we can have the right products for the right markets. I'm also pleased that UNEP is launching a new global project along with the Global Environment Facility and the International Energy Agency on electric mobility in low and middle-income countries. Our ambition is to ensure that everyone joins the race to a zero-emission vehicle fleet. Our support will include developing national roadmaps, standards and tools, and connecting projects in different countries with regions and investors. We're building an e-mobility ecosystem in a sense to support low and middle-income countries to get to a cleaner future. In several countries, in fact, we're working with Chinese companies on introducing electric buses and electric motorcycles. And finally, but perhaps most importantly, even as we continue to move full speed ahead on e-mobility, we do so with the understanding that we can't continue to grow our vehicle fleets. The most livable cities of the future will be those that embrace efficient, affordable public transport and that prioritize walking and bicycling, and where policies and standards in one part of the world do not offset these benefits. For example, countries can't expand electric car markets while exporting old, polluting, used vehicles to developing countries. Exporting environmental bads is simply not an option. We are within striking distance of the COP26 meeting on climate change in Glasgow, where every country must come armed with commitments and plans to decarbonize our economies and societies. A switch to zero-emission vehicles worldwide will help us to a net zero future. It is the only way to secure the planet for future generations. We at UNEP remain committed to supporting countries making this transition. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing about the important outcomes of this event.